will you do me the honors? Check our, I think you'll hear me talking. You want to check the screen?
Yeah.
Since my phone is busy as always.
Bubba knows he's only got 2 to work with, right?
I think he's okay. Since we're already tanking.
It's not even on the front of us.
This is going to be one of those nights.
Hello.
We'll be waiting for that one for a while.
How long is it?
7 to 10, maybe 12.
Wow, more than that. I just heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How's it look?
Good.
The people who are in or not, there's nothing on the football field. Take that. You gotta start the pregame show early. Wake up the crowd. Yeah, give it till 6:20 at least. Are they trying to lull everybody to sleep? Turf footers. Oh yeah, no kidding. I sent this picture to
One day when the light is glowing, I'll be in my castle golden. But until the gates are open, I just wanna feel
little cotton
this
candy action.
I texted Bubba. I hope you got your thermos.
just wanna feel this moment.
This ain't my first rodeo.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
Feel this moment.
Colder down there because we're sitting. At least here we're standing.
No kidding.
A little bit longer.
Reporting live from the tallest building in Tokyo. Long way from them hallways. Uzos and O's. They counting always. Real fat all day. Now, baby, we can parlay. Oh, baby, we can party. Chewy books, especially about red rooms and tie-ups. I got a hooks. Cause you see me in a suit with a red tie tied up. Beat them beats, nice to meet you. But time is money. Only difference is I own it. Now let's stop time and enjoy this moment.
Good evening and welcome to the Maverick Football Network and Chula Vista, California for the CIF Quarterfinals between the Mater Dei Crusaders and the La Costa Canyon Mavericks. Glad you could join us on the stream. We're getting ready for some football, although it's kind of a weird, mellow vibe here in the stadium. But that's the matchup for tonight. The Mavericks traveling all the way down to Chula Vista to take on the Crusaders. The Crusaders seeded number 3. They were one of the top 4 teams here in Division 1. They were number 3 out of 4, and they got a bye last week. But let's talk about what they did in the weeks at the end of their season. Mater Dei is coming off a 6-game win streak in which they blanked every one of their opponents. So that's 6 games, 6 goose eggs, 6 W's. They ended the regular season 6-4. and 3-0 in their own league, the Metro Mesa League. And it's interesting to look at the California state rankings. LCC ranked 95 and Mater Dei ranked 91 here in the state. So LCC coming into the game 7-4 on the season, 4-2 in league, in the Avocado League. And of course, last week in the first round of the CIF playoffs, LCC took on Steel Canyon and won 41-14. So they're coming off of a solid win against Steel Canyon. Mater Dei coming off a week of rest. So we'll see how that plays into the game. I think the keys to the game at this point, it's going to be a matter of LCC's defense shutting down the run. Mater Dei has got a solid running back core in number 22 for starters and a few others. And they also have a solid passing game. So it's going to be a matter of LCC's defense stepping up and stepping up fast. And then LCC's offense is going to have to get off the line right out of the gate and just start smashing 5 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards, all the way down the field. That's going to be the keys to the game for tonight. This is going to be a great matchup because these teams are both solid. They're both wanting to win. They're both want to go through, and they're going to play the winner between Cathedral Catholic and Torrey Pines, which is another game that's going on tonight. We'll see if we can possibly get you some scores as the night goes along. So that's the story with tonight's game. This is the first time that the La Costa Canyon Mavericks have ever taken on the Mater Dei Catholic Crusaders. The first time ever. So keep that in mind as we, these guys have never seen each other before. So that in itself is a pretty cool fact, right? All right, so stay tuned. We're going to step aside for the coin toss and for the national anthem as the Crusaders enter the field and their home crowd responds. LCC's crowd a little smaller than normal, but they did come, and the cheerleaders are there, and obviously on the far sidelines you can see that LCC has a full complement of players, if I can get the graphic out of the way. And so anyway, you're going to have a great time tonight watching a great game. We're super glad you could be here on the stream. We're going to bring it all to you as best we can. Thanks for coming. You're watching the Maverick Football Network. Hey, let's talk sponsors while we got a minute here. Got 3 minutes left before the game starts out. Our sponsors are great, and we love to give them a little bit of credit. So in the platinum category, starting with Arma, ammunition for your body. Also sponsored by Gaspar, Doctors of Physical Therapy. Hulse Orthodontics, a brand new sponsor this season. Returning sponsor, Moose Maw and C2 Financial Corporation. NJB of Encinitas. Also sponsored by a new sponsor, Northlink Services. And closing out the platinum sponsor category is Schaffer Family Law Group. As we get a look at the coin toss, find out what's happening down there. It looks like they're still in the talking process. And about to be in the flipping process. So it is not clear who won. Let's see what our white hat says, and then we'll get the rest of the sponsors taken care of. So LCC won the toss and deferred. They're going to get the ball in the second half. And that means that Mater Dei is going to receive the kickoff here to start the game. So that's how it's going to go. Rest of our sponsors in the gold category: Cardinal Industrial, Dream Dinners Encinitas, and Joshua's Pest Control. In the green category, B Squared Credit, City Ballet of San Diego, Frederick's Electric, Longevity Physical Therapy, Sports Clips, West Coast Tomato Growers, and TaylorMade Golf. and we're going to step aside for the national anthem here on Veterans Day in Chula Vista. You're watching the Maverick Football Network.
We would also like to recognize the following Mater Dei Catholic employees who have served. Coach Bill Gherkin, Nurse Lisa McDonald, Mr. Carlton Norris, Coach Marissa Ritchie, Dr. Suzanne Till, and Mr. Calvin Westman. We thank you for your service. Now we invite everyone to join our veterans in standing for the singing of the national anthem by Mater Dei senior Diego Del Mundo.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Whoa, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And on a chilly night in Chula Vista, California, we're going to clear out the rest of our sponsors here in the blue category. Beam Orthodontics, Bicor, Crust Pizza, Dick's Sporting Goods, EOS Fitness, EXP Realty Team Conley, Flippin' Pizza, Integrative Family Therapy, Jolson College Consulting, Longboard Electric, Minuteman Press, and Witzman Insurance. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors. We so appreciate you standing behind us all season long. And if you're listening to this and thinking, wow, it'd be awesome to be a sponsor ourselves, it's easy. Just go to lccfootball.com, click on the Our Sponsors tab, and you'll be able to see all the information you need to find out what it takes to be a sponsor. You can also use that link to visit the sponsors that we have this season and find out what their services are and how they might be able to help you do what you want to do. So there it is, lccfootball.com, the Our Sponsors tab, as we get ready to get into the first quarter of play here between the La Costa Canyon Mavericks and the Mater Dei Catholic Crusaders. Tyler Robles in to kick off. And we're just about ready to get started. You're watching the Maverick Football Network and CIF Quarterfinal action.
Number 9, Tyler Robles.
Very quiet here in the stadium. Almost, I don't even know what to say. Quiet. Just kind of weird quiet. As Robles is kicking off, there's no applause, there's no sound, nothing. It's really strange. And it's a touchback, although that we're not surprised by that. And Mater Dei is going to start their stand here with the first offensive possession, 1st and 10 from the 20. And there's literally no cheering going on. That's so weird. Yeah, it's like we're in a library. It's like there's something we're not supposed to cheer or something. In a quarterback, Dominic Nankill, number 10, in the shotgun. Takes a snap, passing immediately, all the way over the left-hand side, stopped and grabbed immediately and tackled, but a gain of 3. Looked like the reception was number 5. Nope, number 13, Johnny Scott.
Gain of 3 on the play.
As Mater Dei is back up to the line right out of the gate, twins to the right. checking their wrist guides. Handoff up the middle. LCC immediately on the defensive stop. I'd say maybe a gain of about
Handoff to number 22,
two,
Anthony McMillan.
maybe three, brings up 2nd and 3.
About 3, 3rd and 3 coming up.
There's literally so little cheering going on, it's kind of freaky. Okay, good, the cheerleaders are here. So strange. And we either have an official time. I'm looking to see what's going on here. We got false start against Mater Dei.
That's a false start called on the offense.
So they'll back them up a little bit. Any progress they made, they pretty much lost. Brings up 3rd and 8. Mater Dei coached by John Joyner. Nankill still in the shotgun. And another flag. Looks like this will also be against Mater Dei. False start. Backing them up again. So now all progress completely erased.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 13.
So 3rd and a long 13 for the Crusaders, as we're seeing a little lack of discipline right out of the gate here. Trips to the right. One man in the backfield, wide out to the left, who looks like he's confused. He's got his arms up like, what are we doing? All checking their wrists, coaches. They've got these little things. For those of you who don't know, they have these little things on their wrists that have all the plays listed. Rolling to the right. And he's going to throw it away out of bounds. Lots of pressure coming from LCC on that one.
Quarterback gets pressured out of the pocket.
So he did have to throw it away, and that brings up 4th and 13. So they're going to have to punt it away. So nothing doing on the first offensive drive. Looking to see who's in to punt for the Crusaders. Don't see a punt team yet, necessarily. Could they be going for it? Maybe. You guys are seeing the same thing. Okay, so there we go. It's interesting. There's some real weird. The vibe in here is so strange. So strange. So I don't know if this is a timeout. Okay, here we go. Timeout, Mater Dei.
And that's a timeout called by Mater Dei, first of the night.
So things are weird. That's all I can tell you, folks, is things are weird. As I do not know what to tell you. So strange. Okay, so into punt. So we do have a punt team on the field. And the snap is solid. Pressure's coming, but it is kicked away. CJ Williams and it looks like Andrew Mays maybe? Who was that? 30, 20, 35 maybe? Couldn't be 35 because I don't have a 35. So it was a fair catch. And the Mavericks are going to take over 1st and 10. Looks like around the 44-yard line. And Connor Anicherico in at quarterback. A little switch on the line. Man in motion. Pitch to the man in motion. It's Esterbrook. No, it's not. It's Andrew Mays. He gets by one guy, but then is eventually tackled. There is a flag on the play, though.
Sweet toss to Andrew Mays, forced out of bounds by Anthony
Looks like a
Lopez.
gain of about 1, but we need to find out what the flag is all about. Looks like it may be against the Crusaders. Waiting for the white hat signal. So looks like an illegal block
It's an illegal block.
against
Going into the
LCC.
offense.
So that's going to back LCC up.
Walking it back to the 35-yard line. It'll still be first down, LCC.
Jericho takes a snap, throwing to his right. It's a bad pass. Don't know if it got tipped or not, but it falls incomplete, so
Swing
nothing
pass
happening
there
there.
intended for CJ Williams, falls incomplete. Second down.
Jericho in the shotgun. Trevor Ladd, tight end, on the move. Throwing to the right, CJ Williams with the reception. He's looking for some space, spinning and falling forward. It looked like there might be a flag down there on the far side of the field, but he did get far enough for the first down. Matter is the only question is whether that flag
Makes
is.
his way back up to the original line of scrimmage.
Is there a flag or
Third
isn't
down
there?
coming up.
Sorry, not a first down, but up to the original line of scrimmage. My bad. So it looks like there may not be a flag. I thought I saw something fly over there. Yes, I did. The umpires are talking. Very long conversation, it seems. And it looks like the Mater Dei coach is also in on the conversation. So holding on LCC is going to back them up even further. I swear, if you were here, you would think this is as bizarre as I do. There's literally nothing. There's no cheering going on. Okay, so holding against LCC.
And so the flag is a holding on the offense.
So that's going to take them all the way back to the 34-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and 20 plus.
34-yard line. The penalty is enforced from the spot of the foul.
Can't see him at the moment, but I can't imagine that head coach Sean Sovacool for LCC is not pretty hot under the collar at the moment, either with his team or with the refs. Not sure. But LCC is going to make the best of a bad situation here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Anna Jericho under center, I formation. Hand off to the tailback, Andrew Mays around the right, not able to get any kind of traction at all. Knocked out of bounds. Probably a loss of about 2 on that last run. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 23, and there's a flag.
And now we have an additional flag on the play.
This things are getting chippy, it appears already. Referees over here talking to Mater Dei's coach, who looks completely bewildered by whatever it was they told him. So unsportsmanlike conduct against Mater Dei. So walking it forward now.
Dead ball personal foul called against the defense.
And so that brings the ball all the way up to the 46-yard line.
46-yard
And that's going to bring up 3rd and 9, the first time LCC's been, no, 3rd and 7, the first time LCC's been positive on this offensive series. Wow. Interesting. It is just weird. It is so weird how quiet it is. I hope you guys can hear that. Except for the fact that now there's a few people in the crowd singling out the refs for attack. With 8:47 left to go in the first quarter, this game has been weird at best. As LCC now looking at 3rd and 8. They were looking at 3rd and 24. So in much better shape now. Trips to the left, one wide out to the right. Got a man in the backfield with Anna Cherico. He's in the shotgun, takes the snap, he's back to pass. Pressure's coming over the top and picked, and a flag. So my guess is that one's coming back. Number 45 on the pick 6, but my guess is it's not going to count because a flag flew right after that pick. I'm guessing it's going to be roughing the passer, but pressure was coming fast. And Cherico dipped that one over the line, just a little bit of a toss, right into the hands of number 45 on Mater Dei. And number 45 belongs to Vincent Friend, who is no friend of LCC right now. I bet you that no announcers ever pulled that one. So that looks like another penalty against the Crusaders. And it's enough for a first down across the midfield line. LCC all the way to the Crusader 41. This is nuts. And now the Crusader crowd is picking up steam, enough to boo. As LCC finally looking at a fresh set of downs here. Across the midfield line. Anna Cherico under center, hands off. Looks like a gain of about 3. Not sure who had the ball. Might have been Andrew Mays. It was Andrew Mays, so gain of about 2 for Andrew Mays. Brings up 2nd and 8 from the 39-yard line. And like I said, this game has been weird at best. And it's cold. And Gilbert's not here, so I can say that. It is genuinely cold, and we have no hot cocoa. Oh my gosh. One of us should have thought of that. Oh my gosh. Gilbert's the only one that cares about us. And it looks like we got a time. Was that an official timeout or a timeout? No? What's going on? What in the world is happening? Thought it was a time. Okay, now the players are having a conversation with one of the referees. LCC's making a little bit of a switch in personnel here, as it looks like there was no timeout. And I apologize, my possession graphic and my timeout graphic are misbehaving. I'll need some dead time to fix that. But at least in the meantime, LCC has the ball, 2nd and 8 from the Crusader 39. Clock is counting down, 7:45 left in the first quarter. Man in motion. Trevor Ladd, the tight end, takes the snap. Anna Cherico back to pass, pressure, throws to his right, a little bit out of reach for C.J. Williams, falls incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. The down marker guy is fast on the flip, so fast that I wasn't sure if I was waiting for him to flip to 4th down or he had already flipped to 3rd. Always felt like the playoff experience is a little bit strange. I can tell you another story about it, but not right now while things are happening. Looks like a switch on the wide out. Quinn Garrett going from the left all the way to the right, and now we've got, what do we got, a timeout possibly? and it's charged against LCC. So now LCC and the Crusaders down to 2 timeouts left in the half. And while that's happening, I'm going to turn off my mic and swear at the computer and see if I can figure out why my stuff ain't working. You're watching the Maverick Football Network. Well, that certainly wasn't a long enough timeout. And Jericho in the shotgun. Nope, it's Andrew Mays taking a direct snap, looking for somewhere to go, and he's met by number 4 and number 2 and stopped at the original line of scrimmage, or not the original, but the original one after the penalties. So a loss of 2 or a loss of 1 brings up 4th and 9. LCC has been a bit aggressive throughout this season and going for it on 4th down when past midfield. However, that is not the case this time as the punt team comes on. Tyler Robles in to punt.
Back to field the kick for the Crusaders, number 4, DJ Overstreet.
And the punt is up, and it's high and dropping. Fielded at about the 2, pushed out of bounds at about the 10 or 11. And that's where Mater Dei is going to take over with
And the kick is fielded right
fresh set of downs. See, that possession graphic
to the
works.
11, where the Crusaders
I got
will
to work
take
on the
over
other ones.
1st and 10.
That's what I get for messing with stuff. Man killing a quarterback, number 10. Back to pass, throwing to his right. Caught by number 14, who slips away from the first tackle. Gets all the way up to the 36-yard line. That's Jerry Flo McClure. So that's enough for a first down. Crusaders up to the 36 and going with the no huddle. Checking their wrist coaches. LCC letting that one slip. Defense letting that one slip away a little bit. Man in motion, running a circle around the quarterback. Hand off, number 22 up the middle. Gain of about 4.
Number 22, Anthony McMillan.
Anthony McMillan, we'll be seeing a good amount of him, I think, tonight.
6. Second down, Crusaders.
Powerful runner with some serious stats this season. As Mater Dei goes again with the no huddle. But now looking to the sideline for any kind of waggle or signal, checking their wrist coaches. Switching things up a little bit. Back to pass, throwing to his left, caught by number 5. Gotten around one block and away from another man, tackled out of bounds, but not before crossing midfield and getting a first down. So that was Sarah Bunkin.
He advances the ball to the 40.
And it looks like there's a discussion, so possibly a
There's a
flag on the play. Oh, and the crowd reacting to the flag on the play. Holding against Mater Dei. So
And
that'll
that's a
back them
holding
up.
call on the offense, so that'll negate the first down.
So no first down. That'll bring the ball back.
Second down, and the ball will be spotted at the
So second and 12 from the 34.
coming up.
As penalties keep adding up. Every drive has had a penalty so far. And it is cold. We need to check the temperature. LCC making some verbal adjustments on their line as the Crusaders are making adjustments on theirs. Nankill. And we have delay of game. Delay of game against the Crusaders.
That's a delay of game called against the Crusaders.
Incredibly interesting.
Another 5 yards, still second down.
56 degrees. My wife just texted me to tell me how crisp and clear the stream looks, and I would say it's as crisp as the night air. Throwing to the right, 14 open again, knocked out of bounds immediately, up to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of about 3 or 2, up to the 39-yard line. So Mater Dei getting back to kind of close to where they were originally.
Up to the 39-yard line.
So McClure on the reception again. He was wide open. Gratefully not that far down the field, but wide open. Back to pass, looking to his right, throwing deep through the hands of number 14. Had the potential of being picked, but it was not. And there's a flag on the play. And it's in the backfield, so this one's likely to be against the Crusaders. So an incomplete pass, that was 3rd and 7. Would normally be going to 4th. So the roughing the passer against LCC. So that's going to be an automatic first down. So the crowd liked that call. So past the midfield line all the way to the LCC 46, and that's where the Mater Dei Crusaders will start this next part of the series. Twins, left and right, one man in the backfield. Handoff, number 2, up the middle. Had a lot of speed. Ended up getting tackled, but not before gaining about 3 yards.
Handoff to number 2, Chris Snyder.
Chris Snyder on the run.
2nd and 7.
Taking their time. Snap, back to pass, running now. Quarterback keeper with lots of room. Sliding down to the 30-yard line is Nankill.
Taking matters into his own hands. Advances the ball up to the 31-yard line where he slides. Good for a first down.
So Mater Dei cruising up the field to the LCC 31 and a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, dumps it off, number 5 on the reception. He's got room to run. He might make it into the end zone, and he does. Touchdown, Mater Dei.
Number 5, Zerora Buncombe, good for 6.
Number 5 on the catch and run, Sarah Buncombe.
All the way into the end zone, and 4:05 left here in the first quarter, and Mater Dei's on the board first.
So Mater Dei drawing first blood. Kick is up and good. So with 4:05 left in the first quarter, Mater Dei on the board first. You're watching the Maverick Football Network. So Mater Dei on the board first, using a combination of passing and rushing, all of it working for them. The only thing not working for them is the collection of penalties they seem to be gathering as they go, although it has been a penalty-filled night so far. 4:05 here in the first quarter. And the kick is up. It'll be fielded at about the 10. And running with a head of steam. Not sure that was.
Kick was fielded by Andrew Mays.
I'm going to correct the PA announcer and say that it was actually Nick Falago on the return. And so a return of about 17 yards. So they're going to get a fresh set of downs sitting here on the 27-yard line. And as I told you earlier, my possession graphic is not working for away. So when I get a chance to fix it, I will, I promise. Anna Cherico in the shotgun, man in motion, hands it off, fakes the handoff, throws over the middle to Trevor Ladd, who's racing down the field and is finally brought down on the 29-yard line of the Crusaders. It's number 22 on the Crusaders finally bringing him down. Anthony McMillan playing both sides of the ball as the Mavericks go into no huddle. Anna Cherico scrambling. And oh my goodness. Intended for number 3.
Anna Cherico's pass incomplete.
Odin Weller was there, but hit his hands and fell clear. A lot of pressure on Anna Cherico at that time. Mavericks usually after making a play like that going into no huddle in a very fast offense in an attempt to take their opponents by surprise, but looked like they took themselves by surprise on that one. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. As Anna Cherico stays in the shotgun, man in motion. Takes a snap, fakes the throw to the right-hand side, hands off to Andrew Mays, but the Crusaders sniffed that one out and took him down immediately for a 2-yard loss. It brings up 3rd and a long 12.
Number 3, Trey Edwards.
Yeah, call it a third and 13. So LCC struggling after that long catch and run by Trevor Ladd. Having trouble getting the motor started here on the Crusader side of the field. This is a 3rd down conversion they want badly. Trips to the left. And a man in motion. Back to pass. Looking to the right, throwing. He's got one man to beat. He does not beat him. Gets back up to the original line of scrimmage. So that'll bring up 4th and 10. Nope, doesn't make it there. Looks like 4th and 11.
It's going to be a 4th and 11.
So, as I said before, during the season, LCC has been aggressive and gone for 4th downs across the midfield line, but they are coming in for a field goal as Tyler Robles is attempting a 48-yarder. He has made 46, 47. I think he's made longer than that this season, but definitely recently a 46 and a 47-yarder. Ball is down. It has the legs. And it is good as LCC refuses to go away quietly.
Tyler Robles with a long bomb. He's good for 3. That was a 48-yard field goal.
So Tyler Robles continuing to demonstrate his kicking prowess. He's the touchback king and now becoming the long field goal king, certainly for LCC, if not the Avocado League. He has definitely been delivering as the LCC kicker all season long. So LCC refusing to go away quietly, 2 minutes left in the first quarter, and they put some points on the board, cutting the lead down to 4.
Back to field the kick for the Crusaders. Number 14, Jerry McClure. Number 4, DJ Overstreet.
4 and 14 back deep. DJ Overstreet, number 4, and 14 is Jerry McClure. And Tyler Robles in to kick for LCC. Kick is up, and it looks like it will fall into the end zone for a touchback, as has been the norm.
Kick goes into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. 1st and 10 for the Crusaders at the 20.
And that's where the Crusaders will pick up 1st and 10 from their own 20. You're watching the Maverick Football Network.
Catholic high school sports played in the stadium and the gym can be watched live on nfhsnetwork.com. Links for the game will be posted on social media.
Nankill in at quarterback. Twins to either side. One man in the backfield. Takes the snap, back to pass. Throwing to his left to a diving, looks like that was number 13, a diving Johnny Scott, but was not able to get there, just out of reach. So that'll fall incomplete and bring up 2nd and 10. Coverage was there for LCC. Look at that, I snapped my cable into my coat again. Gotta stop doing that. Checking those wrist, coaches. Man in motion. Throwing to that motion man, it's number 22, who's got some room to run all the way up to the 42 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Swing pass out to number 22, Anthony McMillan.
So McMillan on the reception, the catch and run all the way up to the... Oh, there is a flag on the play.
But we do have a flag.
And the Mater Dei crowd is not happy about all the yellow. Although you wouldn't know it because they're so quiet. Everybody's so quiet. Holding against Mater Dei. So that's going to back them up a bit. Bring up 2nd and 15 in the waning moments here of the first quarter.
From the 15-yard line.
And official timeout. They need to rest from all that flag throwing. Oh, equipment issue. CJ Williams having a conversation with the head umpire, checking his helmet or his mouth guard or something, but whatever it was, it seems to have been approved. So we're back on track. Man in motion. Thought about it for a second, Nankill did. Thought about throwing that way. 4 spins, gets away from another man. CJ Williams is there. He's getting spun and misdirected. He had to push his own player out of the way, and that slowed him down just enough for CJ Williams to catch up all the way down to the 24-yard line. And looks like there's a flag on the play. Wow. So there's some great misdirection there by number 4 as he was making the run there after catching the ball. DJ Overstreet just sliding left and right, hiding behind blockers. The only reason CJ Williams finally got it was a holding against Mater Dei. The only reason CJ Williams finally got a hold of him is because he ran into his own man and had to shove him out of the way. And that's why he got tackled. But it's all for naught as the ball comes back. And it looks like they're going to spot it at the 25. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 5.
The penalty was called during the run, so from the spot of the foul. That's why you got it at 2nd and 6 right now from the 25-yard line.
So 2nd and 6, 1:16 left in the first quarter here, and the crowd on this side of the field here, the Crusader side, and the coach on this side of the field, the coach is hot. He is right in that line judge's ear. He is not happy. Snap, flag. Wow, flag from every single referee on the field except for the backfield judge on the far right. And it's false start against Mater Dei. Wow.
That's a false start on the offense.
This, I said it at the beginning of the game, and I'm going to say it again. If this is nothing else, it's weird. It's really, really weird. So, backing the ball up 5 yards. Original line of scrimmage. Looking at 2nd and 10 for Mater Dei. Well, now the crowd's yelling at the coach. The Mater Dei coach. That seems odd. Nankill in the shotgun, takes the snap. He's back to pass, rolling right. Throws to his right. Almost caught by number 5, but knocked away. And that's number 14 from LCC. Caden Miller on the stop. Knocks the ball loose out of Buncombe's hands. Brings up 3rd and 10. So solid coverage there from Miller. Perfect timing. Arrived at just the right time. So 3rd and 10 now. Testing to see if I can see my breath. That's what you're hearing. Nobody in the backfield. Back to pass. He's looking long, but he's getting pressured. Rolling to his right and throwing long, out of bounds. Intended for number 14 here on the near sideline, but out of reach. McClure was there, but the ball was thrown way out of reach for him. So that'll bring up 4th and 10, and it looks like we'll be seeing the punt team on for the Crusaders as they kick this one away. Or maybe not. Are they going for it? I don't see a punt team. I do. LCC is back to receive a punt. Okay. So now, all right, number 4 into punt. 14, sorry. So that's McClure. Punt is away. It's low and far. CJ Williams on the reception. Spinning. Catches it around the 48, and he's already down to the 30. 20. Shoved out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Amazing return for CJ Williams, about a 40-yard return. So 1st and 10 for LCC down on the Crusader 20-yard line. Excellent return for CJ Williams, number 7, down to the 19. So they're inside the red zone here with 14 seconds left in the first quarter. I can't imagine that there won't be some conversation about the officiating in this game, regardless of the outcome. Anicherico under center, fakes the handoff to the first man, gives it to the second. He's stopped at the original line of scrimmage. No gain for Andrew Mays. They'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Short gain, if any, on the play. And that'll mark the end of the
So that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So after 1 quarter of play in the CIF Quarterfinals, it's the Crusaders 7 and the Mavericks 3. You're watching the Maverick Football Network.
If you want to follow Mater Dei on Twitter and Instagram, go to @MDCHS Athletics. or go to the Mater Dei Catholic Facebook page to find their links.
Dark and cold, that's all we need. So here we go, the beginning of second quarter action, but the referees are just now getting onto the field, even though the players are all 100% ready. They were all down here talking to the coaches for Mater Dei, like almost all of them. I'm not sure what's up with that. But must have been explaining something. So here we go with second quarter action. Anicherko under center, pitching, throwing, picked off. Was it in bounds? It was in bounds. It's a turnover. Unbelievable play. DJ Overstreet with the pick, and he had the presence of mind to get both feet in bounds before he stepped out. That was next level. That was next level. So they're going to take over first and 10 all the way down on the 7 of LCC. So LCC's defense got to step up and get the stop now. But that was next level play right there. So it looks like Mater Dei has 4 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and an empty backfield. One of the receivers is the running back, number 22. Snap, keeps the ball himself. Nankill running forward, gain of about 3.
Quarterback keeper, number 10, Dominic Nankill, straight up the middle.
Like we got an LCC player who's a little slow to get up. So that's going to be an official timeout. You're watching the Maverick Football Network. Killing the shotgun, man in the backfield. 1 man in the backfield. It is McMillan. As they do some adjusting. Takes the snap, hands it off to McMillan. Looking for somewhere to go around the left side. He found some room. Busting and bruising, gets all the way up to the 17-yard
Number
line.
22, Anthony McMillan, working his way forward. advances the
And
ball
that is
at the
enough
16-yard
for a
line.
first down. Yes,
And
it
it's
is
good
enough for a
the
first down.
Crusader, first down.
And Kill snap back to pass, looking, pressure, rolling right, gonna keep it himself. And he runs out of bounds after gaining about 6 yards. So he'll bring up second and 4.
Make something out of nothing.
Second and 3.
7 on the play, second down.
Pile up there.
Hand off to McMillan, straight up the middle. Close to a first down, but not quite. Gonna bring up a third and short.
So third and short for the Crusaders. LCC needs to stop here. Handoff, McMillan, room to run. He's downfield quite a ways, taken out of bounds. Number 24 on LCC with the stop, Kai Ingold. Nope, that was Simon Schaffer. Simon Schaffer knocking him out of bounds, but not before he gets a first down and a whole lot more, all the way up to the LCC, to the LCC 41.
Ball's at the Maverick 41-yard line.
And the Crusaders are out to score again. Past the midfield line, pitching to McMillan, who's just bruising and blasting his way up. Past the 30-yard line all the way down to the 28. And we have a flag on the play. It was in the backfield, so I'm guessing this will probably be holding on Crusaders. It would not be the first. But the first in a while, it is holding against the Crusaders. So that'll back them up. So that progress gets taken away.
Walking it back, the ball's now spotted at the 48-yard line. Still first down.
Handoff, McMillan takes it, slows down a little bit. He's been caught in the backfield, but he's finding his way out. Finally knocked out of bounds at about the 54-yard line, maybe?
Anthony McMillan.
So not enough to get back into the original.
Short gain on the place. Third down. 15.
Not far enough back to the original line of scrimmage, but third and 15 coming up for the Crusaders. I gotta look and see. McMillan is a big fella, and he's on the board with no stats for his size. But he is also up, and official timeout apparently. Sorry, I left my flag thing up there a little too long.
Field called by the Crusaders.
So it's a Mater Dei timeout. And the coach is looking at his players with his hands outstretched like, what are you doing? So that's kind of interesting. You're watching the Maverick Football Network, and I'm trying to fix my graphics.
I've been moving calm, don't start no trouble with me. Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me. Don't pull up at 6 a.m. to cut.
There's some discussion on the field. I think the referees are talking about the down and distance. There we go. There's the correction. 2nd and 15 for the Crusaders.
So 2nd and 15 for the Crusaders, and it's a flag on the play. Why don't I just leave the flag graphic up? How's that sound? So a false start on the Crusaders. So this is really interesting because I would not have expected there to be a major discipline issue with a team that literally has blanked their last 6 opponents. I don't think you can do that with this kind of discipline problem. So I'm very surprised to see this, to be honest with you. But, you know, it's not like I'm a football analyst or anything. I just call it as I see it and throw in a dad joke here and there. 8:38 and counting left in the 2nd quarter. Throwing to his left. Mankill's found a wide open Snyder. Finally brought down. But there's a flag on the play.
The swing pass works his way forward. But we do have a flag on the play.
Like I said, if the conversation about this game tomorrow doesn't involve the flags or the officiating, I'd be shocked. But based on where that flag is, I'm going to say that is again against the Crusaders, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not the football analyst. Holding against the Crusaders. So that's going to come back. Wow. Wow, 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 as my wife would say. Wow, wow, wow. So if you remember, pan the camera left, Coco on the visuals tonight, by the way. Look where the down markers are. That's where we originally were, and we're now back on the 36-yard line of the Crusaders. So we're looking at 2nd down and holy mackerel. Throwing long. He's got a man open. He beat his man. He's got a step on him. Enough to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Crusaders. No flags on the field. So that just seemed like Mater Dei was just delaying the inevitable by getting penalty after penalty after penalty, and then he just throws a bomb to Overstreet, who had to beat one man to take it into the end zone, and he did. Tristan Thompson on the coverage.
Crusaders convert a 2nd and 33 for a touchdown.
Unbelievable.
Extra point on tap.
As the Crusaders were looking at 2nd and 33 after all of that penalty craziness. Number 29 in for the extra point, and it's no good.
The extra point attempt by Ricky Osuna is no good. So 8-11
Ricky
here left in the
Osuna,
first half.
1 for
It's
2
Crusaders
tonight.
13, Mavericks 3.
So with 8:11 left in the 2nd quarter, you're looking at a 13-3 score here. Mavericks down by 10. You're watching the Maverick Football Network.
Back to kick for the Crusaders, number 23, Paulo Arnalde.
Kickoff is up. It's deep. Fielded at the 6. And it looked like it's Nick Falago again on the return. Looks like a return of about 10 or 12. And that's where the Mavericks are going to take over. 1st and 10. And I'm working on my away possession graphic here. I think I almost have it. Almost have it. How important is it? Back to pass under pressure, incomplete. He's taken down. Anicherico's taken down by number 32. It's like Shaden Burgos on the pressure, number 32. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Sheesh, there we go. Got that one working. 1 down. 3 more graphics to go. Jeez. That's a bigger pain than it should have been. Anicherico in the shotgun, man in motion. Fakes the reception of the snap and gets a flag for it. So that was Oldenweller on in motion. And that's going to back him up. 5 yards.
5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
So 16-yard line, 2nd and 15. Anicherico in the shotgun. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, back to pass, pressure, sacked. Loss of about 12, no, loss of about 7, sorry, my bad. Loss of about 7 on that one. It's going to bring them up 3rd and 24. So LCC dug themselves a bit of a hole on this particular series, trailing 13-3 with 7:30 left in the 2nd quarter. Snap, back to pass, handoff. Andrew Mays up the middle, finds some room around the left-hand side. Gain of about 7. That's going to bring up 4th and 14, 4th and 13, and brings up the punt team. So Tyler Robles into punt.
Back to receive the kick for the Crusaders, DJ Overstreet.
Punt is away. It is going to drop in Overstreet's hands, who bobbles it, drops it, but looks like he managed to recover it. Looks like he's around the 47-yard line, and that's where the Crusaders are going to take over. Nearly disastrous, but Overstreet was able to recover his own bumble, and that's where they'll start 1st and 10.
And on the return, Overstreet can't reel it in, but he falls down on the ball. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders in Maverick territory, ball at the 47-yard line.
Rolling to the right, room to run. Once again, running out of bounds after gaining about 7 yards.
Feels the pressure up the middle, runs up the right sideline, good for a gain of 5 on the play. 2nd down, Crusaders.
I'm still messing with the graphics, kids. Be patient with me. Hand off. McMillan gets met and stopped.
Handoff to Anthony McMillan, but he stood up at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 5, Crusaders.
EJ Brandreth on LCC with that stop. Twins to the left and right. One man in the backfield and a flag on the play. Haven't seen one of those in about 30 seconds.
That's a penalty.
So that's going to be a false start against the Crusaders.
That'll set up a 3rd and 10 for the Crusaders.
So backs them up to the original line of scrimmage, and they're looking at 3rd and 10 now from the 47. So strange. Twins again. Vernan Kill in the shotgun, takes a snap, back to pass. Pressure, pressure, rolling left. Pressure still, throws it, hits the turf first, intended for number 14,
Pass is intended for
McClure, but it falls incomplete. Lots of pressure coming from LCC. Cooper Maw.
Pass brings up 4th down.
I'm sure there were a couple other guys involved, but that brings up 4th and 10 for the Crusaders. And it looks like they will punt it away as, yeah, this looks like their punt formation. McClure is in front of them, counting, getting the right personnel on the field, and then going into punt formation. Looks like CJ Williams and Nick Falago deep. Hits at the 21 or 8-6-17 and bounces for LCC all the way up to the 21, and that's where it was downed. And that's where LCC is going to take over. 1st and 10. You're watching the Maverick Football Network. Cherico in the shotgun. Twins to his left. One man in the backfield, hands it off, and he's met immediately. Tackled right where he started. I don't even think he got one step into it.
Andrew Mays taken down in the backfield.
54 on the
Number 54, Talon Beltran on the stop.
Beltran on the stop. And that was Andrew Mays. Don't even think he got 1 foot on the ground before he was met by Mr. Beltran. Pass thrown to his left, it is scoop, and the referees blow it dead, although it looked like it might have been a backward pass. Number 12 scooped it up on the way.
Pass was ruled incomplete.
End zone, Isaiah Buxton, but it was ruled incomplete, so fortunate turn of events for LCC.
3rd and 15 for the Mavericks.
From their own 16-yard line. As we're looking at 4:36 left in the first half of play. You are watching CIF Quarterfinal action here in Chula Vista, California, between the Costa Mavericks and the Mater Dei Catholic Crusaders. Crusaders up 13-3 now. In the first half of play here, with only 4.5 minutes left. And Cherico in the shotgun back to pass. Goes immediately to a streaking Trevor Ladd, who's covered like a blanket.
Anna Chirico's pass to Trevor Ladd falls incomplete, but there's a flag on the play.
That was intended from Overstreet. Coverage, or excuse me, that was intended for, who was that intended for? That was overshoot on the coverage, and apparently, as far as the referees are concerned, the coverage was too tough. So yet another flag on the play. I'm sure it's going to be defensive passing.
So the call is a pass interference against the defense. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and inches, it looks like.
So pass interference against the defense. I apologize, I have my microphone muted. LCC running up to the line of scrimmage. Anicherico takes the shotgun snap, hands it off. Met at the line of scrimmage practically. No, that's a loss. Loss of 1. Looked like it was Mays. And we do have an injured Crusader on the field.
But he stopped short of the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up a 4th down.
So LCC going for it on 4th and 1. They are on their own 30-yard line, rushing up to the line of scrimmage. Man in motion. Trying to make them jump, I bet. And that was a direct snap. Looked like Jake Fromm, number 47, took the ball and pushed it forward. And that looks like it's enough for a first. But there's some stuff going on. Referee saying run the clock. And the Mavericks convert. So the Mavericks get the first down on that little bit of trickery there. Jake Fromm taking the direct snap after pulling the motion there for a couple of runs up and down the line of scrimmage. Under center, Anicherico throws immediately to his left and throwing to a wide open Jake Fromm. Oh my goodness. Wow. That may be ruled a fumble or it may be ruled an incomplete pass. My guess looks like it's ruled a fumble. So that's a ruled fumble instead of an incomplete pass. Jake Fromm had control according to the referee, but he let go of the ball. He was wide open and on his way into the end zone, but there is some conversation, and it is ruled a fumble. So Mater Dei takes over at their own 32, 33-yard line. And wow, a huge mistake for LCC. And a heads-up play. Hey, Crusaders, they're paying attention, no doubt about it. That's the second high-level heads-up play for the Crusaders tonight. Number 5, complete pass, runs into C.J. Williams, followed by Caden Miller, and eventually stopped, but not before a gain of about 8 or 9. He's going to bring up 2nd and 1, up to the 42 for the Crusaders. Nankill still in the shotgun. He's got trips to the right, one wide out to the left, and a man in the backfield, McMillan, waiting. McMillan shifting. And it looks like another flag, another false start. I'm literally shocked by all these false starts for a team that's been so strong and so powerful against their opponents this season. Brings up 2nd and 6, back to the 7-yard line. 2:24 and counting left here in the first half of play. There have been a large number of flags tonight. Checking the wrist coaches again. That's their thing. That's what they do. Back to pass. A little bit of pressure, rolling to his right, throwing into the middle of the field, connected with number 2, who jukes the first 2 guys to try to get him, and he's going to go all the way into the end zone. Touchdown. Crusaders.
He's rolling George over the middle, and he's going to show off the nifty footwork. Works his way all the way into the end zone for 6.
So LCC's serious mistake counts for 6 for the Crusaders, as this game is starting to get a little bit out of hand, or some might say a lot out of hand. It's Osuna in for the extra point, and somebody not out there when they're supposed to be. And Osuna's kick is true. So with a minute 45 left in the second quarter of play here at the CIF quarterfinals, it's the Crusaders 20, the Mavericks 3. You're watching the Maverick Football Network.
1:45 left here in the first half. It's Crusaders 20, Mavericks 3.
So LCC needs to put a stop to the bleeding here. Down by 17 here in the second quarter. And we are definitely going to be missing the hot cocoa at halftime. Definitely going to be missing the hot cocoa at halftime. Yeah, cold cocoa is missing a hot cocoa. And the kick is deep, fielded at the 5. Andrew Mays on the return. Return of about 20 yards, maybe 18 yards, and that's where LCC is going to take over. That's probably been Mays on those returns all night long, and I thought it was Falago, so shows what I know. And Cherico in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, throws over the middle to Trevor Ladd, can complete, and he's spinning and blasting forward all the way up to the 41. So first down for Trevor Ladd on the catch and carry. And LCC in the no huddle hurry up offense.
41-yard line.
LCC looking to get something going here with the offense. Back to pass. Looking right, throwing to his, looked like he was going for Quinn Garrett, number 11, incomplete.
And Chirico's pass is incomplete.
A little bit of pressure there.
Pressure on the play, number 27, Kenyon Lapisi.
So 2nd and 10 here, man in motion. Anicherico throwing to that man in motion who's grabbed and tackled. Ankle tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Number 3 on the play for the Crusaders. Larry Trey Edwards on the stop. So looks like, what do we got? Timeout LCC. You're watching the Maverick Football Network. Short, ball's incomplete.
Connor Anicherico
Like intended.
under duress in the backfield. Number 2, Chris Snyder putting on the pressure. Pass falls incomplete.
Mays,
It's 4th down.
Andrew Mays, but brings up 4th and 13. And the punt team will come on for LCC as that offensive series did not work out the way they had hoped. Tyler Robles in to punt. The kick is away. Backing up is McClure, who picks it up on the bounce and starts running and actually gets away. And he's running. Finally gets brought down on the 29-yard line. But that's definitely not the kind of return.
Punt is fielded by number 14, Jerry McClure. He advances the ball to the 29-yard line, where the Crusaders will take over 1st and 10.
Once again, another heads-up play on the part of the Crusaders. They are putting on a show.
And so there was a flag on the return. It was a hold by the returning team.
So a flag on the play on the return team, so that's going to go against the Crusaders.
And so after the penalty walk-off, it would be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders at the 19-yard line.
So backing the Crusaders up a little bit there. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 19. Not much left here in the first half of play, 29 seconds to go. Passing, nope, faking the pass and handing off to McMillan, who's running up to the right-hand side. Jumped out of bounds at around the 25, maybe? 26, so a gain of about 6. Man, and the breeze has just gotten colder. Man.
It's a gain of about 7 on the play.
Gilbert, it's really cold. Honestly, it's really cold. We're not kidding. So 2nd and 3. 2nd and a long 2 here for the Crusaders. Back to pass. Throwing to his left. Complete to number 5. Running to the sidelines and knocked out at the 36-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down.
Reels in a flare pass.
Bumpkin on the reception.
1st and 10 from the 36.
So still only 15 seconds left here in the first half of play, and I don't think the Crusaders want to go back into the locker room without getting some more points. So they're sticking with it. Up by 17. Back to pass. Throwing to his right, complete to number 1, who moves, jukes the first guy, gets away from another tackle, and is finally taken down, maybe for a loss of about 1. And that was number 27 on the tackle there. That was Tristan Thompson.
Just about at the line of scrimmage.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 with 4 seconds left here.
It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Crusaders. Timeout on the field.
So timeout for the Crusaders. Hey, and guess what? The timeout graphic is back. Yay! I've just been in recovery mode all night long, it seems like. Okay, got my hoodie on over my headset. Hopefully that didn't mess up the way the headset sounds. But wow, what a weird game. So strange. So the LCC crowd is actually looking quite a bit better. There's quite a few more people over there than there was when we started. Maybe they were just a little delayed in getting down here. The game was a 6:30 game instead of 7. So that might have made it a little bit harder for some people to get down here on time. But a good showing for LCC. As we come out of this timeout, the Crusaders are looking at 2nd and 10 from their own 36. Back to pass, looking right. It's got a man close to there, but not quite. Intended for number 13, Johnny Scott. So that's going to be the end of the first half. Going into the halftime, the Crusaders with a 17-point lead, 20-3. You're watching the Maverick Football Network. Well, where are we at?
187.
Well, see, that's the thing. We can go and he dumped before the game started.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I guess we can run it down.
I don't think you really used one. I don't think you really used 108 minutes. He said he was like,
I was born like this.
Because I can put the first one back on.
All eyes on me when I step in the room.
180 on the first one. Went down to under the 2. Yeah, we can get it all down. You want to run it or you want me to?
I can run it.
Okay.
Should I shut ours off?
Nope.
Let it run?
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll just pull at that point, the clock camera may not matter. Oh, you know what? Bring his whatever he's got that's the highest.
Okay.
Bring it back.
There you go.
I do the same thing. I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change. Even when I knew I never could. I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay. Need you to stay. Bitch, wake up, I'm wasted. Still realize the time that I'm wasted. I feel like I can't feel the way I feel. If you can be like, if you can be right, I do the same thing. I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change. Even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay. Need you to stay. I do the same thing. I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change. Even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay. Need you to stay.
Just a quick update for you football fans. For the next game, the winner of this game is going to play the winner of Cathedral Catholic Torrey Pines. Right now, the Dons are up 20-3 over the Falcons. And we just wanted to take a minute to mention some of the other sports teams here at Mater Dei Catholic.
So you probably just heard the announcer say that the score in the Cathedral Torrey Pines game is Cathedral 20. Wow, is it the same as our score?
And the Lady Crusaders.
So Cathedral and Torrey maybe is at 20-3 as well. Cathedral in the lead. So the winner of this game is going to go on to play the winner of that game. So, and there are no halftime activities, so I'm just going to fix my graphics, and you guys can hang out and listen to the sounds of the field. You're watching the Maverick Football Network.
Not safe, but I never run away, even when I'm away. OT, there's never much love when we go OT. I pray to make it back in one piece. I pray. That's why I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. Strength and guidance, all that I'm wishing for my friends. Nobody makes it from my ends. I had to bust up the silence. You know you gotta stay by me. Soon as you see the text, reply to me. I don't wanna spend time fighting. We got no time, and that's why I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. I need one dance, got a Hennessy in my hand.
Hey, let's take this opportunity to talk about our sponsors here as we wait for halftime to be over and start the third quarter. You're looking at a shot of Mexico. We're very close here in Chula Vista to the U.S.-Mexico border, and those flickering, shimmering lights in the distance are Mexico. So let's talk about our sponsors. Get to the right page. Arma in the platinum category, starting out the platinum category. And Gaspar Doctors of Physical Therapy. Pulse Orthodontics. Moose Maw and C2 Financial Corporation. NJB of Encinitas. Northlink Services, and rounding out the platinum category this season is Schaffer Family Law Group. But the platinum category is not the only one. We've got other categories. In the gold sponsor category, Cardinal Industrial, Dream Dinners Encinitas, Joshua's Pest Control. In the green category, we've got B Squared Credit, City Ballet of San Diego, Fredericks Electric, Longevity Physical Therapy, Sports Clips, West Coast Tomato Growers, and TaylorMade Golf. And rounding out the sponsors in the blue category, Beam Orthodontics, Vicor, Crust Pizza, Dick's Sporting Goods, EOS Fitness, EXP Realty Team Conley, Flippin' Pizza, Integrated Family Therapy, Jolson College Consulting, Longboard Electric, Minuteman Press, and Witzman Insurance. We thank our sponsors so much for standing behind us all season long. We appreciate what they do for us. And if you're listening to that and thinking, wow, I'd like to be a sponsor next season, it's easy. Go to the LCCFootball.com website, look for the Our Sponsor tab at the top of the page, click on it, and right there you'll find all the information you need to become a sponsor yourself. It's also a great place to visit to check out the websites and links for the sponsors this season. Find out what they do and how it might help you out in your life. So LCCFootball.com, the Our Sponsors tab at the top of the page. You can find out everything you need to know about our sponsors. Thank you to our sponsors once again. So before we take off with third quarter action, we're looking at a 17-point deficit for LCC. They're down 20-3. So obviously there needs to be some changes to their process, to what they're doing on the field. They need to find a way to stop Mater Dei's run and pass play, because they seem to have it all. And they also have some very talented heads-up players as well. So hope you enjoy the beautiful shot of Mexico right there. The lights shimmering in the distance. And we'll get ready here for third quarter action here shortly in Chula Vista, California, between the La Costa Canyon Mavericks and the Mater Dei Crusaders. You're watching the Maverick Football Network.
Cross-country runner of the year in the Metro Conference. Josh will be leading the Crusaders girls and boys teams tomorrow in the CIF Finals at Morley Field. Good luck to the Crusaders and Coach Carla Bray.
Superb? Yeah. No, I'm sure they have. They have butter in them, and I'm not. That's the other thing that's just wrong. Yeah, that's right. And you'll need the energy tomorrow. Because it's only, oh my goodness. You're nuts, man. I think I got all the references. I tried out a script because I had the issue where I put up the flag down. What did he give you, and how?
I think he said it was like 200. That's what everyone he pulled off.
Just keep an eye on this one. Yeah.
Getting ready here for third quarter action in Chula Vista, California between the Crusaders of Mater Dei and the Mavericks of La Costa Canyon. It is a chilly night. I think we confirmed it was 56. I think it might be lower now. We're going to check.
Here, the third quarter. It's Mater Dei Crusaders 20, La Costa Canyon Mavericks 3.
Wrong app. It is currently 53 degrees
For the Mavericks,
here in
number
Chula
7,
Vista.
CJ Williams, and number 28, Andrew Mays.
53, also known as 32 with the wind chill. That's right.
Kicking off for
And the wind is
Crusaders,
blowing.
number
It is
23,
breezy.
Paolo Arnaldo.
So it looks like we have a different guy kicking off for Mater Dei. And it is number 23, Paulo Arande. No, could be Paulo Arenalde. Paulo Arenalde. Kicking and deep for LCC, CJ Williams and Andrew Mays. And it's going to be fielded by CJ Williams at the 10. And he's going around the right side looking for somewhere to go. Squeaks through out of bounds at the 31-yard line. So a return of about 21 yards. And that's where LCC will start. First and 10. Looking to make a difference on the offensive side of the ball here from here on out. Connor Anicherico in at quarterback, number 10. He's under center with the I formation behind him. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's got pressure coming. Throws over the head of the defender and also over the head of Andrew Mays. So that falls incomplete and brings up second and 10.
Screen pass attempt to Andrew
Pressure
Mays
coming
over
from
the weight.
54 and number 9 on Mater Dei. It's pretty dark up here. That's why it's struggling to get the names. Nate Campbell is number 9 and 54. I got my gloves on so I can't turn the page. 54 is Talon Beltran, bringing the pressure against Anicherico there. Anicherico now in the shotgun. Hands it off to Andrew Mays up the middle and nothing doing. Hit immediately. Loss of 1 brings up third and 11. So LCC not seeing the change they need to see on offense, as the Crusaders are making a swap on defense here. Not sure what that swap was all about. Conversion that LCC needs for sure to keep this game in control. Back to pass, throwing to his left, short of his intended receiver Quinn Garrett by about 5 yards. So that was clearly some type of miscommunication there between the two of them. So that brings up 4th and 11 and Tyler Robles in to punt. The wrong possession. I apologize. Trying to do too much with my cold brain. Snaps a little high, pressure's coming. Robles gets the punt off. It hits at the 36-yard line and bounces for LCC all the way down to the 22. So an excellent punt from Tyler Robles. And that's where the Mater Dei Crusaders will start first and 10. So another offensive series with not a whole lot of success for the La Costa Canyon Mavericks. Now it's time for the defense to get some stops. It's so interesting to see them all looking at their wrists simultaneously. It's almost a little comical, but I realize that's how they're doing it. That's what they do. Under pressure is Nankill. He's running all over the place, trying to get away, and he got away, but finally taken down, and a flag. I'm trying to see who finally took him down, but that was a lot of chasing. Looked like 23 on the tackle there, and that was E.J. Brandreth, who kept up the chase for a long time. Nankill was running all over the place back there. And waiting to see what the flag is. Personal foul against LCC.
And it's a roughing the passer call.
Roughing the
against
passer,
defense.
and that's going to give the Crusaders a fresh set of downs way further up the field. Unless it doesn't. So it doesn't. It puts the ball on the 27, which is going to bring up 2nd and 5. So was the tackle the roughing part? I'm not sure I get that. Nankill in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off to McMillan. Got some space, got a lot of space. Now it's just a foot race up the sidelines. Cuts in and gets away from one man, finally taken down all the way up at the 25. Caden Miller finally bringing him down, but not before a first down and a whole lot more. All the way up to the 27-yard line of LCC. So the Crusaders making some offensive progress here. Handoff number 2, Snyder running around the right, looking for somewhere to go and dives forward. Gain of about 8. All the way up to about the 20, maybe the 21, the 19. So bringing up 3rd and 2, third and a short 2. As Mater Dei is in the red zone, knocking on the door here early in the second half of play. Snap, handoff. And a speedy number 18 breaks away, keeps pushing. Flag on the play, he is in, but they're saying it's not a touchdown. So that one's going to be coming back. So number 18 showing some wheels. Jordan Jackson on that run all the way into the end zone, but that one's going to come back, it looks like. Maybe holding on the Crusaders is going to be my guess. Still waiting to see the results. Not sure what the White Hats, so it is holding on the Crusaders.
Holding call against the offense. That'll negate the big play.
Once again, the big play comes back. The points are not added to the scoreboard.
It is a spot foul though, so from the spot of the foul, it's 10 yards, so that's still going to result.
So that is going to be a first down for the Crusaders because of where the foul occurred. So now they're on the 14, 1st and 10. So maybe not a touchdown, but not all bad either. Nankill discussing something with Snyder, takes the snap, hands it off. Snyder's the man. He gets the ball and is tackled, but gains about 4 before that happens, maybe 3. That'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Hand off to number 2, Chris Snyder. Works his way up to the 11, gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down.
Snap, handoff, McMillan around the left side. Tackled down on the 1. Did he get in? He extended the ball over the pylon but did not get in. So that's going to bring up first and goal. First and goal from the 1.
The Crusaders will be set up first and goal.
So that's a direct snap to Snyder, who just waltzes into the end zone. Touchdown, Crusaders. That wasn't even hard.
Off the right tackle. Good for 6 for the Crusaders.
So the Crusaders pulling away from the Mavericks here early in the third quarter, leading 26-3. And that didn't even look like it was hard. That didn't even look like it was even mildly difficult, as Snyder just took the direct snap and walked into the end zone. Defense was tied up doing something else. Osuna in for the extra point, and there's a flag on the play. And it's a false start on the Crusaders.
False start there on the offense. Walking back 5 yards, extra point still to come.
So Osuna attempting the extra point from 5 yards further away after that penalty. Snap is high, but the ball gets down and the kick is up and it's good. So in the third quarter here early, with 7:48 left, the Crusaders pull out to a 27-3 lead over the La Costa Canyon Mavericks. You're watching the Maverick Football Network.
They go to the other side. That's what it's called. That's the official terminology. We go to the other side. Now that's only if you where they expect to have like baking powder thrown on them. Yeah, that's right.
So the game is getting out of hand as number 23 puts in the kickoff. It's fielded at the 2 by Andrew Mays, who's running around the left side looking for somewhere to go. He gets caught and pulled down and fumbles, but was it down?
Kick returned by number 28, Andrew Mays. Ball might have come out at the end, we'll have to see.
Nope, it's going to be LCC's ball, first and 10, but that's enough to give you a mild coronary if you're an LCC fan.
17-yard line.
So it's Mavericks first and 10 from the 17 here in the third quarter. Need to get something going on offense. This does not need to be a runaway game, although it's looking like a runaway game at this point. Down by 4 scores. Anna Cherico under center, trips to the right, pitches to his back to the Andrew Mays in the backfield, who gets a bit of space. The ball is stripped and picked up. Number 19, and the Crusaders score. Touchdown, Crusaders.
Number 19, Anthony Lopez, picks it up and returns it for 6. The Crusaders
So Andrew Mays with a solid run. And the last thing that happened was somebody grabbing the ball and yanking it out. And number 19 with a heads-up play, picking it up on the bounce and running it in for the score. So if the game wasn't out of hand before, it is now. 30-point lead for the Crusaders here, 33-3. In for the extra point is Osuna, I think. Nope. Yep, Osuna in for the extra point. It seems like we were just here. Deja vu. Kick is up and good. So with 7:21 left in the third quarter, it seems like this just happened. With 7:21 left, it's Crusaders 34, the Mavericks 3. You're watching the Maverick Football Network. Update on the Torrey Pines Cathedral score. Looks like it's Cathedral 20 and Torrey Pines 10 at the half. And of course, the winner of this game will take on the winner of that game. So Mater Dei kicking off again. Feels like we just saw this. And we have a holder now, apparently because there's enough wind on the field to knock the ball down.
Back to kick for the Crusaders, Ricky Osuna.
Kick is up. Fielded at the 8 by Andrew Mays. He's looking for somewhere to go up the middle, and he finds a little bit of running room. All the way up to about the 32. And that's where LCC is going to start 1st and 10. Now with the need to do something big offensively in order to, I mean, there's still a lot of football left, no doubt about that, but we're down by 5 scores. So it's time to get to work. Offense needs to do some work. Tight trips to the right, one wide out to the left. One man in the backfield with Anna Cherico in the shotgun. Man in motion. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throwing. Got a man open at the sideline. Looks like it's Trevor Ladd all the way up to the 50. And that's complete. So that's a fresh set of downs for LCC.
Pass is complete. Down the field to Trevor Ladd. That'll be a first down for the Mavericks. Ball's at midfield.
So all the way up to the 50, and LCC showing some life. With the clock counting down, 6:50 left in the third quarter. Now we got trips on the left side, one man to the right, one man in the backfield, and a Cherico in the shotgun again. Man in motion again. It looks like the mirror image of that last play. And it is the mirror image of that last play, but this time it's well defended. Number 23 on the coverage here on the left side, intended for Trevor Ladd. And that's Paulo Arinalde. So solid coverage there. And I'll say it, nearly picked. He had his hands on it, was trying to get it in. Didn't quite get it as he was falling down backwards, but seen some solid heads-up plays from several of the Crusaders tonight, as LCC's looking at 2nd and 10 now. Okay, this looks different. Man in motion. Pitch to the man in motion. It's Mays running faster on the right side, looking for somewhere to go. Drops his head. Still gets tackled, though. I'd say a gain of about 1. Maybe nothing. So brings up 3rd and 9.
They're coming up to make the stop. Number 4, DJ Overstreet with the tight defense. 3rd and long coming up.
So LCC needing to convert here just past midfield with 6 minutes left in the third quarter. This is where we're getting down to the make or break. Man in motion, Anna Cherico takes a shotgun snap, back to pass. Pressure, thrown out of bounds, nobody there. But that's going to bring up 4th and 9.
Providing the pressure for the Crusaders. Number 22, Anthony McMillan.
So McMillan, who's playing both sides of the ball, obviously, bringing some of the pressure there to Anna Cherico, as the Mavericks are probably forced to go for it here at midfield. I'm sure they'd really rather not give away the ball at this point, but my guess is they'll attempt a hard count to try and get them to jump. They have jumped quite a bit tonight, the Crusaders have, but usually when they have the ball, not when LCC has the ball. Man in motion, snap, no trickery, pressure, sacked. So worst case scenario, turnover on downs, and the Crusaders are into LCC territory on the 40-yard line as they get the ball back. So worst case scenario for LCC for sure, with 5:24 left here in the third quarter. Starting to run out of time to make something happen here. I mean, if you're the old Tom Brady on the Patriots, you could come back from this with 2 minutes left in the game, but we're starting to run out of time for the Mavericks. Back to pass, Nankill running to his right, pressure coming. He's got that 7 or 8, 10 yards. He's got the first down, running out of bounds at the 25, 26-yard line. So fresh set of downs for the Crusaders as Nankill just takes off running.
Crusader first down.
This is where LCC's defense has to dig deep. Empty backfield for Nankill this time. Twins on either side. Takes the snap, back to pass, throws to his left-hand side to number 18, complete. Running up the left sideline. Taken out of bounds at around the 13-yard line.
Pass is complete to number 18, Jordan Jackson.
So Nankill has more than one receiver to choose from, but that was Jordan Jackson on that last one. And a fresh set of downs for the Crusaders on the 15. 1st and 10. Again, empty backfield for Nankill. Takes the snap and runs it up the middle. He's got room enough to go to the end zone, and he does. Across into the corner. Touchdown, Crusaders.
He takes it straight up the middle, and that's good for Mater Dei. 6 more points. 4:35 left here in the third quarter. It's Crusaders 40, Mavericks 3.
So far, nothing but Tyler Robles' 48-yard field goal in the first quarter to say for the offensive prowess of LCC. Osuna in for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. So the Crusaders, with 4:35 left in the third quarter, have jumped out to a 38-point lead, 41-3, up against the LCC Mavericks. And you're watching the Maverick Football Network. So the Crusaders to kick off once again, deep for the Mavericks is, looks like Andrew Mays and somebody else. Numbers are kind of hard to see. And I don't have my spotter Coco because he's on the visuals tonight. Gilberg, we miss you, and we miss your hot cocoa. Fielded at the 10, it's Mays. who's been working hard tonight. Got some room. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. So a 32-yard return for Andrew Mays, and that's where LCC is going to take over. Or that's where they're going to start. 1st and 10. So Andrew Mays working like it's the beginning of the game, not the end. So once again, LCC in a predicament, needing to get something happening on offense. And they've been struggling since that 48-yard field goal from Tyler Robles early in the first quarter. And Cherico, number 10, under center. Twins on either side, one man in the backfield, man in motion. Pitch to Andrew Mays, who cuts up to the middle. Found some room, stumbling. Tackled all the way up, probably around the first down marker. So I'm guessing they're going to get the first down on that one. So across the midfield line, and Mavericks on the hurry-up offense. Crusaders not ready, but they snap the ball anyway. It's super high, way over Anicherico's head. And he's touched down at the 30. So a loss of 21. That'll bring up 2nd and 31. No, I guess it didn't go back down as far as I thought. Went to the 32-yard line. Oh, no, yeah, so it's 2nd and 19, 2nd and 24, I think. No, 2nd and 29. I think. 10, 20, geez, yeah. 2nd and 29. Anicherico takes a snap, fakes the handoff, rolling to his right, throwing deep to Trevor Ladd, who's got it, and he's got one man to beat along the sidelines. Taken down at the 15-yard line by number 12 on the Crusaders. Trevor Ladd on the long catch and run. Isaiah Buxton on the stop. LCC in the hurry-up offense here. Hopefully the snap is a little bit lower this time. Maybe they won't do a hurry-up. But that was a great catch and run from Trevor Ladd. He's been on fire tonight. Under center, Anicherico. Takes a snap, pitches to Mays. Around the left side. Tackled by the ankles behind the backfield, or behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Buxton steps up and makes the big tackle in the open field. 2nd down and 12, Mavericks.
So Buxton on the stop behind the line of scrimmage. Been a lot of tackles like that tonight. Great speed on the defensive side here for the Crusaders. 2:30 left in the third quarter and counting, as LCC is running out of time. Down 38 points. Man in motion, and Anicherico takes a shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, throwing over into the corner for Trevor Ladd, who's out of bounds and cannot haul it in. So that falls incomplete.
Anicherico gives it a shot.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 12.
3rd down.
Clock stop with 2:04 left here in the third quarter. Did I say it was cold? I did? Okay. It's cold. This Michigan boy, transplanted California boy, not digging the cold. Anicherico takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolling to his right, throwing to his right, and falling down in the end zone is Trevor Ladd, and there's a flag on the play. He's slow to get up. The pass is caught by number 12 in the end zone.
But there is a flag on the play.
So there's a flag on the play. Trevor Ladd is in the end zone, slow to get up, but he's up now. The pass was intercepted in the end zone, but maybe there's going to be pass interference here, and that's going to be irrelevant. That would be great for nope, picking up the flag. So that means
And the flag is waved off.
that was an interception in the end zone. So that means
on the interception
the
call,
Crusaders
number
come out
12,
first and 10 on their own 20. And yet another dagger driven into the heart of the Mavericks. With 1:56 left in the third quarter, down by 38 points and having nothing but problems. Another heads up, I do got to give the guy credit. I think it was number 12 in the end zone on that interception. Isaiah Buxton. Isaiah Buxton, heads up play again. I'm sure that's the second or third one for you tonight. Heads up enough to grab it in the corner of the end zone and get your feet down before stepping out. Brilliant. Heads up. I mean, you guys, some of you guys are stellar, amazing players. Don't see that kind of football all the time. But we're seeing it tonight. So Mater Dei, first and 10 from their own 20 after that interception in the end zone. LCC's defense probably really tired at this point. Need to step up and get the stop and get the ball back for their offense. As time's running out, back to pass is Nankill. One of the Mavericks looked like 32. Nick Valago got a hold of Nankill, so he was being hauled down as he threw that to Johnny Scott, and it fell incomplete as a result.
Check that inning quarterback now, number 8, Cartel Purvis.
So Crusaders making a quarterback change here, being up 38-3. And it is Cartel Purvis, the sophomore, in at quarterback now. Takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to 18, and we've seen him earlier tonight. He's got wheels around the left side, a gain of about 8. He's pushed out of bounds at the 28.
Hand off to number 18, Jordan Jackson.
Jordan Jackson on the run.
Gain of
After the handoff from
8 on the
Purvis.
play, third down.
3rd and 2 from the 28-yard line. Handoff with speed up the middle, taking several Mavericks with him, enough for a first down. Was it Snyder? Who was it? Or was it Jordan again?
Keep those chains moving. That's good for another Crusader.
Yep, that was
first
8.
down.
That was 18 again. Jordan Jackson. As the Crusaders are just bashing it up the field, first down from their own 38-yard line. Takes a snap, nearly falls backwards, pressure coming, throws a wobbly ball intended for 13.
Pass falls incomplete, intended for
Johnny Scott, but it was short, and Purvis was in trouble when he threw it. So that one's incomplete and brings up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Purvis throws to his left-hand side, complete to 42. Had a little bit of room to run, but couldn't get away from number 32 on LCC.
Cartel Purvis
With the
pass
tackle
is
and the
complete.
stop, Trey
Number
Blazevich.
42, Isaiah Cook on the reception.
Isaiah Kirk on the reception. And a gain of about 8 brings up 3rd and 2 from their own 45. And it looks like a timeout, perchance, or a quarter break. Quarter break.
And
That'll do it for the third quarter. LCC still down by 38 points. The score 41-3. LCC with 12 minutes to turn this thing around. And you're watching the Maverick Football Network.
And we'd like to give a quick thanks to the leadership here at Mater Dei Catholic High School for providing a great environment for students athletes and parents, fans, everybody. The president, Father Boom Martinez, the principal, Aaron Gonzalez, our athletic director, Jared Isidoro, and head football coach, John Joyner. Thank you very much.
So what did that girl just say, girl? Good. I don't dance, I work. I don't play, I slay. I don't work, I strut, and then session. I don't work for free. That's not the T,
So normally we do a score recap at the one of these situations, but I don't remember how much half of it happened. But this is the bracket we're looking at and what's coming up. So the winner of this game is going to take on Torrey Pines the winner between Torrey Pines and Cathedral. As the game gets going while I'm in the bracket, sorry about that. But looks like that was enough for a first down. Jordan Jackson with the handoff to Jordan Jackson, and it's good enough for a first down. I'll show you that bracket again here, next dead ball we got. But you already know that the winner of the Torrey Pines Cathedral game, and there's a flag, haven't seen one of those in a while. The Torrey Pines Cathedral game winner is going to take on the winner of this game, which at least at the moment looks like it's going to be Mater Dei. I never know, so this penalty's against the Crusaders. First one in a long time. Taking them back 5 yards, bringing up 1st and 15. So I'm not enough of a football analyst to know if this is like completely out of reach of a miracle or like if this one's done or not, but it does feel like that at this point. Even 11 minutes doesn't seem like enough time to make up those missing scores. Back to fifth, doing the handoff. Hit hard after a gain of about 2. Cooper Ma on the hit. And that was Jordan Jackson on the run again. Big hit from Cooper Ma. Number 88. LCC's defense is still playing. They got to be tired. They've spent a lot of time on the field tonight. Back to pass. Pressure's coming. Thought for sure they were going to get the strip there, but they got the sack instead. Loss of a 4. Brings up 3rd and looks like 17.
Third down, Crusaders.
Some LCC players slow to get out of off the Crusaders side of the field. Looks like that's Falago, Nick Falago, number 33, just went off the field. Crusaders looking at 3rd and 16, 17. Purvis takes the snap, pressure coming. Passes to the left-hand side. 17 gets a hand on it, but it bounces high and out of his hands and falls incomplete.
That'll bring up a 4th down for the Crusaders.
Josiah Jefferson, the intended receiver on that one, I believe. Nope. Madden Potterick. Nope. I was right. Josiah Jeffrey. So that brings up 4th and 17. And it looks like the punt team is out for the Crusaders. As McClure is in there counting and trying to get the personnel adjusted. Interesting that this is a problem for a team that's this good. So McClure into punt. Clock is rolling at 8:45 left in the 4th quarter. LCC still down by 38. Gets the punt away. It's going to bounce on the 26. And Mater Dei, that was very interesting.
Jerry McClure goes all the way down to the 15.
Okay, I'm sorry, but did you not see the guy swat the ball backwards? Did they not? Okay, good. They're adjusting it. So number 12 decided to swat the ball backwards, and the referees must have not seen it because they originally spotted the ball where it landed after he swatted it. But as it turns out, they figured that out, and now the ball is going to be up on the 29, and that's where LCC is going to take over. with probably their last opportunity to get something going on offense. That's just my guess. I don't know. If they want to win. And a Jericho under center, I formation in the backfield. I looked that up this week. That's how I know. Fakes the handoff, throws. Trevor Ladd, been hot tonight. He's just got to outrun some guys. Hit hard and taken down at the 32, but he's well down before the ball pops out. And he's just been getting beat up. So Trevor Ladd, by far with the most receptions tonight and the most yards after catch. He has been working hard and he is beat up as he heads to the sideline. He needs to take a break. It looks like maybe his arm or his shoulder is hurting him. But a great catch and yards after catch all the way down to the Crusader 30. And a fresh set of downs for LCC to try and make something happen here. Try to make this look not as bad as it looks right now. Man in motion. Shotgun snap, Anicherico, hands off, fakes the handoff, throws it across the middle, and with the grab, tackled immediately is number 18. Is that 18? Braden Patterson? Or was that Quinn Roth? Or Nathan Catledge? I don't know. But that was an amazing catch. So Odenweller on the reception here, all the way up to the 15-yard line. That's going to bring up, should be 2nd and 5. No? There we go, okay. Watching the down marker, waiting for it to move. So 2nd and 5 now on the 15. So LCC in the red zone, I think for the first time since ever. I don't know if they've been in the red zone all night long. Anicherico takes a snap, shovel pass forward to number 1, who's still trying to go forward all the way up to the 3-yard line. Nope, it's number 4. Drake Thompson on the shovel pass, reception, catch and run. So 1st and goal from the 5. From the 4 actually, handoff and into the end zone. I don't see any flags, but I don't know what's happening. Is it a touchdown, Mavericks? Nope. I just wanted to use that. Connor, okay, it was a touchdown. I'm putting my graphic back up. Touchdown, Mavericks. And that was Connor Bukes in for the 5-yard run as Robles comes in for the extra point. And the scoreboard has not added the points yet, but I did. Okay, now they did. So Robles in for the extra point. Snap is high. Scrambling and throwing, intercepted in the end zone. So that's going to be no good. So with 5:05 left in the 4th quarter, LCC finally able to get some offense happening, bringing the score up to 9, but the deficit is still a lot. So LCC to kick off here in the 4th shortly. You're watching the Maverick Football Network. So what do we do? You going to run down and handle that, or you want me to run down?
Either way.
You go.
You know?
I think, yeah, because I can do all this here and end the stream and all that stuff. So LCC finally able to get a couple of points on the board here, and it looks like Tyler Robles is setting up for some kind of an onside kick. With 5:05 left in the 4th quarter. He's been successful with a few of these this season, including recovering his own onside kick. He's not going to recover that one. as the Crusaders grab that one and get all the way up, the return all the way up to the 40.
The onside kick
5-yard
attempt is
line.
fielded by number 18, Jordan Jackson.
And
He
that's where they'll
advances the
start,
ball
first
up
and
to
10.
the 45-yard line. Crusaders will take over in Maverick territory.
So across the midfield line, Crusaders. Not sure if we're looking at auxiliary players yet here or not. We've seen a change in the quarterback. Don't know if anybody else has switched out. Cartel Purvis. Don't let me forget, on the next dead ball, I got to bring up the bracket again. Show you some of the other games that are going on in the league. Or not in the league, but in the CIF. San Diego section. And a handoff met immediately. Bent over and taken down is Jordan Jackson.
Handoff to
Nick
Jordan
Falago
Jackson.
on the
Stopped
stop.
at the line of scrimmage, second
Probably a
down.
few other guys involved, but he was definitely one of the first. And LCC's defense does look tired, and they should look tired. They've been working hard all night long. Let's see, we got Purvis, man in motion. Looks to his left, throws to his right, number 13 complete. Finding some room to run and gets all the way up to the 38-yard line where he's taken down.
Purvis's pass complete to number
So that's going to
13,
be
Johnny Scott.
3rd and 2 left.
Brings up a 3rd and 3 for the Crusaders.
With 3:25 left in the fourth quarter and counting. As this one's gotten out of hand and LCC likely to go home and face the end of their season. Handoff to number 26, who's got some wheels around the left side. Enough for a first down and finally taken out of bounds at the 34-yard line. But that's gonna give them a fresh set of downs and time to run the clock down some more. Diego Rodriguez Diaz on the carry.
That'll negate the gain.
Flag on the play is going to bring that one back.
And we're going to replay 3rd down.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 14 from the 49-yard line of LCC. Amazed at the number of flags tonight. Absolutely amazed. Wonder if this has been going on all season or if this is just a new thing. Purvis takes the snap, back to pass, pressure, throws it off, doesn't get it to his intended receiver. Looked like it was number 42, was supposed to be the guy.
Pressure, and the pass falls incomplete.
Was intended for Isaiah Cook.
Down for the Crusaders.
So a little bit of struggle here for the Crusaders as 4th down faces them, 4th and 14. With the clock still counting down, 2:05 left in the 4th quarter. Crusaders just looking to end this one. Fourth quarter score in the Cathedral Torrey Pines game. Cathedral 23, Torrey Pines 10. Not sure how much time is left on the clock on that game, but that's in the 4th quarter. As looks like we got a new punter in and a flag on the play because
5-yard penalty, false start on
so
the
that's yet
offense.
another false start
Still
on the
4th down.
Crusaders. Getting the score from Max Preps. So looking at that bracket, so it looks like Mater Dei will advance tonight here, and they will take on the winner of Torrey Pines and Cathedral. And the punt is away, hits at the 33 and bounces in favor of Mater Dei all the way down to the 20, and that's where LCC will get probably one final chance here to make something happen on offense. You're watching the Maverick Football Network.
21-yard line where the Mavericks will take over.
Anicherico pronounced his name in a long time. He's keeping the ball, at least for now, running towards the sideline. Throwing across. Was that picked off? Or was that scooped off the turf? Looks like nobody knows. Nobody knows. And as far as Coach Silverker is concerned, it was definitely incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete.
Here on the Crusaders sideline does not agree.
On the defense, Joey Castillo.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 10. It says 1st and 10, but it should be 2nd and 10. Back to pass, pressure's coming. Throwing across the middle. Complete to number 4, who's tackled after about a 2-yard gain. Nope, after a first
Pass
down.
is complete, taken down though by Joey Castillo, and that'll do it, folks.
Not enough as LCC.
Here from Mater Dei High School, we have a final score. It's your Mater Dei Crusaders 41, La Costa Canyon Mavericks 9.
The CIF semifinal. We sure thank you for joining the stream tonight and hanging out with us. Sorry it wasn't a better outcome for the Mavericks, but that is the way it goes sometimes. So your final score here in Chula Vista, Mater Dei Crusaders 41, La Costa Canyon Mavericks 9. Thanks for watching the stream. We'll see you next season.